Good morning. I'm having my first coffee for the day and getting my video done early. And I just want to show you what I've been playing with. So I've been playing with my papers, and this is one of, this has an envelope attached to it. And then it opens out, there's some papers in there. And that was inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then it's attached to a glassine bag. And I just did a little bit of collage there with one of my labels, a Tracie Fox butterfly, some of my paper, and that's a Tim Holtz there. So that one I got done. And then this one here has one of my labels, paper, another one, and then this is one of my sister Sarah's doilies. So I'll put the links for her. I'll put the link for her shop because I'm not sure what kit that is in, so there's no point in putting the kit. And then here I made a tag, I think, or it might be a tack, I'm not sure, just with some scrapbooking paper. I put just a little strip of my paper that was left over, one of my sister's doilies, a bird cut out from a book, and some recycled green paper. And here I'm going to make this a pocket, and I put a Tracie Fox butterfly and just some papers there on some scrapbooking paper. This, what is this? Oh, this is going to be a pocket like that. So it's got some of my paper behind, a bit of my sister's doily, a little bit of the In Love Arts die cut border there, and a Tracie Fox butterfly. These are some tags that I've made. So just my label there, that's cut out from a book, and these are in ManuDesignStudio papers. And this is a tag just made with one of my papers, one of my labels, and the other part of my sister's doily, and that's one of my, I think that was one from one of my papers as well. And what's going on here? Oh, this I made. This is a pocket with some old book page, Tracie Fox, one of my sister's doilies, ManuDesignStudios, and just some recycled paper. I've got quite a bit done. Here's another tag made with my paper, my label, a little bit of my paper, and some ManuDesignStudio. This is going to be a big journaling card. It's got my paper, and this is from one of my earlier kits. It's a trim, a bird from a book. This is one of my favorites, and a label, and then some super old book page just on the back. I have to stitch around that yet. And then this is another big pocket that's going to attach to a page with some of my paper there, label, and my sister's doily. I thought they worked really well together, so I've been enjoying using those. I've got some other things to make while I'm here. I'm going to make, I've sort of thought about them because they still need a little bit of something, but I had a bit of a block yesterday. I wasn't really feeling the creative, if you're feeling that creative. So I'm just making a pocket here. This is one of my embroideries, and I thought that would be nice. And then I'll see if I need to put something else on it. I hope everybody is well, and I want to thank you for all of your kindness about the kits. It was a very scary thing to do, to put those out there. I don't know, it just feels very personal. So I really appreciated everybody's kindness, and of course everybody who purchased the kits as well. I hope you enjoy using them. So I don't think that one really needs anything else. Could have a butterfly. Let's see what colour butterflies I've got. I don't think I'd put yellow. I'd probably put brown. I've got another sheet here. These are called Flutterby Fussy Cut Page. Maybe I should make a note somewhere. I've got lots of scrap pieces of paper I can write it down on. I'll make a note so that way I don't forget to put the link to that kit. Now I need to find a pen because I tied it up, didn't I? Just a minute, I'm going to lean across the camera and grab a pen. Okay, so I'll put link, Tracie's Flutterby kit. Okay, I'll try to remember these things. Oh, and link Roxy Creations by Sarah, because otherwise I will totally forget to do that. Okay, Now let me see, are there any here that I might like? Maybe this one. I think my eye fell on that one because it's got a teeny tiny bit of red in it that sort of draws me to that flower there. Okay. Oh, now I still need to watch, I want to watch the first video of Tina's about her 3 in 30 minutes so I understand better what I have to do, and I might give it a go, you never know. I have a lot of catching up to do, of course. Yeah, I think a little butterfly there's nice. Okay. So very simple, 2 elements, and then you've got a nice little pocket there. Now here I'm going to do a tag. I had this strip of paper, but I haven't decided. I'm just going to glue that down, but I haven't decided what's going to happen on it. Just get rid of this piece of paper. Okay, so we'll put that down. It was perfect size for this size label. Okay, now what are we going to put on there? Let's do the reverse side. That's the easy side because it's just going to be plain. I'll just have a sip of coffee. Maybe I'll put this on the reverse side. Yeah, why not? Or this. Oh, that could be nice. That's just from an antique book. Maybe I'll put that there with something else. Put it there and give it a tear. Okay, get my act together. Oh, I like that. And I'll just put something across the top there. I've got all these little bits. What's happening on the front blue? Maybe even a piece of that would be nice. Would have been, but it's not long enough. Could put a bit of the blue, carry that on. Yes, why don't I do that? There. Okay. Right. Now what is going to go on there? Oh, that one's pretty. These are my sisters. They are the nicest doilies, I must say. I think I like these colours with that. I'll use these scissors. So So you might hear the door go in a minute. It's that early that Steffi hasn't even gone to work yet, and the door's a little bit tight at the moment, so it makes a big noise when we close it. Oh yes, that's going to go there. So trim off that bit there. Very nice. I think that's it. I don't think it needs anything else. Very nice. Put that over there to dry. Okay, what's next? Okay, let's have a look here. Use that one, but I do really like it. That would be lovely on a tag. Maybe I'll use that. There, I'm just going to see where to tear it there. Not very chatty yet, am I? It's a bit early in the morning. I'm only having my first coffee. Okay. Here I was, I'd finished all of my book pages that I'm recycling, and I've built up a whole lot more. It's a bit of fun now that I feel like I'm allowed to use my papers, because I hadn't really used them very much. So that's going to go there, and I'm going to put just a label. Need a bigger one, I think. Something like that. I didn't want to cover up those flowers. Maybe I'm not going to put anything on there. I don't want to cover up the flowers. So I think I'll leave it. So let's go over on the other side and do a bit of covering up there. So what have I got here that's any good for the back side? Bye, Steffi. Have a good day. I'm off to see Lulu's art teacher. Steph? He's gone. Okay, so that there. This is just one of my old letters that I printed on a, I printed it on a sort of ivory, oatmeal-y coloured sort of paper, so it has a nice texture to it. It's a slightly more expensive quality paper, but it's really nice. Of course, all of these are going to be stitched around and have tabs put on them. It's a very nice label, that one. A label tag, I should say. I wonder if I might like to put, I think I might like to put that there or there. Maybe with a bit of this, yes. just to make it a little bit more interesting on the reverse side, and there's still plenty of room to write. So has anyone who's got Netflix, do you have Baby? It's an Italian series. It's very, very upsetting. It's about these wealthy young kids that go to school in Rome, in the exclusive area of Rome. It's called Paoli, and so basically they these young kids, sort of, two of the girls, one girl's a bit wild, and her mother is divorced or separated from the father, and the father is not very nice and doesn't sort of give her the money to pay for the private school and stuff like that, and so they're always short of money, and so I can't remember how she sort of gets into it, but she goes out to this club, and the owner of the club and his cousin sort of traffic in young girls, you know, with high class clients, if you know what I mean, and so she falls into that sort of world, and I don't like that sort of stuff. I really find it disturbing. I thought I might put that there, and worrying, really, and the owl, and so basically she becomes friends with this other girl who's a good girl at school, but then, you know, and then they become like kind of like high class sort of prostitutes, and they actually enjoy it. And so, yes, I don't like it. I mean, I like, the series is well done, but when Stefano told me that it's based on a true story, that it actually happened in Rome in 2013. There were these two, it came out, there were these two 16-year-old girls that were doing exactly that, and so the story's based on that. I mean, there's, you know, all of the different side stories are different. And so, yeah, a whole lot of people got arrested, and there were politicians going to these disgusting parties, and, you know, they'd have a lot of young girls there, and it's just I'm not sleeping very well. But then, you know, you start watching these things, and then you have to finish it because you want to know what happens. So I guess they're going to be revealed, sort of thing. You know, it's all going to come out. Isn't that lovely? I like that. So anyway, it's on Netflix. So I saw that they've dubbed it into English and all the other languages. So I guess it's watchable, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you do watch it, it's based on a true story. I have to get up and get another glue. Sorry guys, I'm disorganized. At least they're not. Well, the real story, the girls did it. I was reading about it on the internet last night. The girls did it. They were from wealthy families, but they're probably, you know, spoilt brats, and they did it so they had money to go. They wanted to do more shopping and that sort of thing, and yeah, they wanted to go shopping, and they, you know, then they found that they had drugs, and, you know, they got into a very bad circle. So yeah, it sounds like, I can't imagine being their parents. Although in the show they show, you know, the parents are quite, you know, the parents have got their own issues and problems, and I expect that a lot of it's the parent, you know, because of the parents, that they run amok. Because they're not being, you know, maybe the parents are concerned, you know, maybe they're not getting along, or they're working a lot and they only think about their work, and they're not really concerned what their kids are doing. So yeah, so that, it's actually, I was a bit shocked that it was a true story. I guess, you know, these things happen. Anyway, Lulu had started watching it and we didn't know what it was like. She'd actually told us to, she'd only watched one episode, and so I told her yesterday that we didn't feel like that the show, it was kind of not showing the, how can I say it, the show, yeah, it doesn't really show, it shows it's a dark side, but it's like, you know, these girls are risking, you know, violence and all kinds of things, and they hadn't really shown that in the first series. So Stefano felt that it was kind of showing it as a fun thing to do, really, not a icky thing to do. And so he didn't feel like it was sending out a good message. And so I told Lulu we preferred her not to watch it, because, and she said, well, I'm not going to become a prostitute. And I said, well, I hope not. Anyway, she's decided she's not watching it, so we're happy about that. There we go. Isn't that nice? I think we probably should talk about nicer things. But it's, you know, it's well done, the series, if you want to watch something different. It's entertaining, I guess. And the fact that it's a true story, based on a true story, and, like, you know, it's not all true facts in it. However, you know, that's a little bit. I don't know. In my older age, I don't want to know about all these bad things that happen, that kids get up to, or that happen to people, or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. I guess when you're older, you're more aware that everything is not a bed of roses. So I'm just putting down this. This is going to be probably a flip out, I think. Oops, slide that over there. I still need to decorate it a little bit. So I'll need to, it could also stitch in and be a side tuck, or a belly band, or a flip out. And where's my coffee? I've got my coffee warmer out now, because it was starting to cool down too quickly, the coffee. Don't need that. And I'm just wondering if I might patch up that little bit there. May or may not. No, not with that. Anyway. It's a bit better. It sort of blends in a bit more, I think. Oh, I don't need that, do I? It's empty. At least I'm getting some ephemera done, because that I really need that, because I've started preparing the journals. I just have to finish them off. Now I just need to see, what do I want to put here? Oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go here and see what sort of things I have that I could put on there. I don't think I want a bright yellow bird, do I? Oh, it's quite nice. Quite like it. I thought I didn't want that. I do have that one. We'll see which one we like the best. And then I do need something else, because it's long. I've got one Mrs. Cog left. No, she doesn't go there. I need to print those out again. And I've got all these trims here that I haven't been using, that I had forgotten about. Oh, I think I might stick that down there and have this colour bird maybe. And I like the bird because, oh no, I don't like that. Maybe I won't stick that down there. I like the bird because it doesn't cover up the background so much. I haven't used these for ages. I think I just like my yellow bird without any of that. And then what do I have in there? Other ones. Oh. It's a very good folder. Thank you, Stacey from Bella and Grey. Right, well, I think what I might do is put a little bit of this yeah, if I hadn't have sort of planned these out just a little bit, I would have been here all day trying to figure it out because it's just not flowing at the moment. I think I prefer that up at the top there. I think I'll stick my bird down. Okay. I always like to have something going on. Just going to grab a wet one. Okay. Put that there. And then I'm going to grab my labels and I'm going to stick a label because I like labels on this sort of thing. That one. Might just put some PVA glue on this one just because it's sticking onto the fabric and just want to be 100% sure it sticks down. And I won't put anything on the back because I'll decide when I'm putting things in the journal, I'll decide whether I want that to be a tuck or a flip out. So I can do that afterwards. So put that over there. And I've got another one to do here. Okay, so I've got this piece of paper that I thought I would stick down there, but it's a bit big. Here's my ruler, see if I can tear a little bit off. Put it there. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Okay, and then what? Could I have a bit of this paper? A piece of this paper. Yeah, I think I like that more. Some old book page. So the base is not that old, but I'm putting a super old book page over the top. And just let's see here. I like that. Not chatty at all today. Must be too early in the morning. But I love this paper. I bought this paper in Australia. Was it last year? I think it was. It was just a roll of gift wrapping paper, but it's a nice craft paper with this lovely sort of grey-blue Payne's grey sort of Payne's grey sort of stripe on it, like that. And I might just put, I like up the top to put a label. They're all small. I've got this one, put that one there. Okay, and again this one I won't decide whether it's going to be a flip or a tuck until afterwards, when I'm actually putting it together. Just might trim that bit off there because that's lumpy and it will be bulky in the journal. There we go, that's better. I probably can trim that bit off there as well because it's not straight. Okay, now I've got another journaling card here. Don't know where that came from. Oh, from over there. Okay, because I sort of have planned them out a little bit. So this one I'm making another journaling card, and I'm going to put this paper first. So a few decisions have been made. I'm going to put that there. That's a ManuDesignStudio on Etsy. Maybe I should link their shop as well. I'll just write that down. Here's my pen. Very bad writing. Okay, and then what was I going to do? I put this here. So I'll just put my glue on here directly. As you know, I don't like gluing on doilies. And then this is just a piece of book page, just to add a bit of colour behind. It's a bit of a wild journaling card, this one. There's all kinds of things going on. Glue down my birdie. This is just from, I think it's called something, The Complete British Birds or something like that. There. And a little butterfly, little Tracie fox butterfly. Oops. There we go, and I love that. I need to do the other side now. and that will be stitched around. I'm going to trim that little tail off. And then here I need to do something. I'll just finish my coffee. No, I won't. And what am I going to put on the reverse side? That, I think. I'll just trim this off. I might be able to tear it. And I'll just grab this and measure about there. Just trying to use up my papers a bit. Also, you know, as I mentioned a few videos ago, I had a lot printed, and I hadn't been using them because I put everything away, trying to be tidy. And so now I've got my box out, but now I'm in a mess because I've got the box out, and so then I don't put anything away. The box of papers. Yep, that's going to be good. A bit crooked, isn't it? That's better. Okay. Oh, I put it upside down, doesn't matter. Okay, well what I'll do is, because that's all sideways, it doesn't really matter, I might just put a piece of something there, but not that one. Here. Put that there. Just to cover up my mistake. I seem to be doing that a lot lately, covering up mistakes. Okay, so what have I got going on here? I'm going to glue this down. I think I keep needing to change my book pages, just like I'm building up a huge collection here to have to reuse. And that is too big, so I'll have to trim it off. Okay, and then this at the top, some straw paper. So for those of you who don't know what straw paper is, it's a Italian recycled paper. And they use it, especially this, it's a very absorbent paper, and they use it, when frying, because it absorbs the oil. And then sometimes they use it as placemats and things like that too in restaurants because it's quite strong. I'll put a label. Up here, I think. Those colours all work really well. And then this is just, these are just some little birds from the Graphics Fairy. I'm going to have to get rid of that because the little birds will rip. there we have it. And let's flip it over and do something on the back. Put that there. That's perfect size. So up here. And then I wonder if I've got a little bit of embroidery or something that could go down there. Let's have a look. Something like this could be nice. Or what else does my sister have? I've used a lot of them. Not that one. Oh, you silly dog, be quiet. It's whinging. Maybe if I put that behind there and then that. Oh yeah, I like that more. Maybe move it down a bit. So this one is decorated a little bit on both sides, really. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this gorgeous doily down. Yep, I like that. Might put it right down to the bottom. Good. So there's a bit of writing space there. Very nice. Okay, so that's done. And I think I will end it here, the video, because I need to get ready and go and meet. I've got parent teacher with the art teacher today. So I'll show you what we did. We'll just recap. This was the last one there. Then this nice journaling card here. And they all need to dry. This is going to be a flip or a side tuck. And the same with this one. It's just good to have a lot of these things made. This was going to be a journaling card, I thought. Depends on the size of the journal. It could also be like a belly band or something like that, or a flip out. Actually, I've decorated the back, so that will have to be a journaling card or flip. This is going to be a tag. I like that. I like that touch on the back. And then this one. Love that one. And is that all I did? Oh, and I did this one as well. So that's going to be a pocket, that one. So that is it for today. I hope everybody is well. I hope you're enjoying the kits if you purchased them. And I thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.